Hello, hello. I'm back. Hey. All right, this is part two of four things you can do to boost for your usefulness in 30 days. Okay? We're trying to cut to the chase. Um, again, my name is Asosa E. If you don't know me, also known as Raw Girl, I'm a clinical nutritionist. Was a health blogger since 2009. My blog is rawgirlinatoxicworld.com. And for the past 6 months or so, I've seen thousands of clients. I've helped people lose, maintain healthy weight, heal their acne. Had a client who had his cancer downgraded and also have seen several clients go off of hypertensive medications. So I am super excited to be on my journey helping people towards healthy living. And one of the things I'm most passionate about is agelessness. I haven't really talked about it very openly until recently, but I'm obsessed with agelessness. Absolutely obsessed. I've been determined to be ageless myself for the past 10 years, and anyone who knows me will tell you I've looked exactly the same. And that's because I have studied all of the research on aging, longevity. I've interviewed people. If you check out my podcast, I've interviewed Bernardo Lapayo, who's 109. I interviewed the ageless woman, Mimi Kirk, who was PETA's sexiest vegetarian over 70. So I love just like picking the brains of people who are fabulous and who are already doing it so I can figure out how to incorporate this into my life. And so my class, Staying Ageless 30 Plus, is coming up. It's an 8-week course. It has live sessions and it also has a portal. But before I release my class, I really wanted to just deliver some value that you could use and put to use in your day-to-day life and hopefully start on the path to reversing your aging process quickly. Um, all right. So some of the two things we talked about last time, um, and I will try to answer any questions that I did get in the actual newsletter. But the first thing that I talked about last time was your supplements. Yes, get your supplements in order. We talked about the baseline level of supplementation you need to just be a normal functioning, generally healthy human being, and then layering on top of that ageless superstar supplementation, which involves getting a really keen on what's good for my body. What am I missing? Making sure I'm filling in all of the gaps that my diet or that my blood work shows me. And then layering on top of that some really gangsta awesome superfoods. Um, there's more to that too, but I just gave you, I gave you a little something, something. And then we talked about, shocker, my coffee enema habit and the benefits of coffee enemas, the fact that they've been used to heal pancreatic cancer and a host of other conditions, that they were formerly a medical healing protocol, um, and just how powerful it is because it's accelerating detoxification, which therefore will help you slow the aging process. All right, so number three. So actually, both of these things that I'm going to talk about today are both things that are going to raise your human growth hormone. And the reason why human growth hormone is super important to raise is because, again, slows the aging process. All right, so number three, let's start. Which one do I want to talk about first? Okay, let's talk about the number three. Let's do intermittent fasting. I've talked about this in other videos, but intermittent fasting can boost, in studies, it was shown to boost human growth hormone up to 2,000%. What? The study was on men, but still, obviously, some of that would apply to women. Now, intermittent fasting, I don't know if you caught the other stuff that I was talking about weight loss and how detrimental low calorie diets are. I'm just going to recap for you. I've been working with people on weight loss for the past couple months, and it's very disturbing because basically your body has a set point that it wants to be at. And you can fight all you want against that set point. And if you do a low calorie diet, what happens is your metabolism goes down to meet those low calories. So you start burning less than you would, right? And then when you start eating normal again, usually your weight goes all the way back up to the set point and past it because now your set point has increased, which is horrible. So, what is the antidote to this? Well, fasting. Actually, when you fast, your metabolism can stay here, but then my body, during the fasting period, I am burning straight fat stores the entire time. And intermittent fasting, because it boosts the human growth hormone, it actually will help prevent you from losing muscle mass. So you're not going to be losing muscle mass, you're getting straight to the fat, you're not messing up your metabolism, and you can eat a generous amount of calories, but you're just going to eat it within a restricted time window. This for me is so key. It's so helpful for my female clients, especially the ones over 50 who feel like I can't lose weight anymore. It's been helpful for anyone with insulin resistance. It can help correct insulin resistance. Dr. Jason Fung, I love Dr. Jason Fung, and he has a book called The Complete Guide to Fasting. He has used intermittent fasting to heal and cure reverse type 2 diabetes. So as you can see, it is a very, very powerful practice. And when used in tandem with your lifestyle, it really just takes out the whole nonsense of like, oh my God, I need to lose weight, or oh my God, I don't know how to maintain my weight, because it naturally will keep you at a good weight. It naturally will burn your fat stores if you want to reduce your weight. Okay. And the way you do it is you pick an eating window. Generally at the beginning it's probably going to be moderate. As far as I know, research wise, I think really to get the minimum benefit, you need to do about an 8-hour eating window and 16 hours of fasting. So I'm eating from 9 to 5, et cetera, et cetera. And then there are people who do more extreme, maybe because they have weight to lose or it's just part of their protocol. So they do one meal a day on certain days of the week, or they do alternate, like where they're eating normally and then they have one day a week or 2 days a week where they're not eating at all and they're drinking tons of water. Again, it's not about being super extreme at the beginning if it feels like too much for you, but do your research. It is really, really impactful. It can help people lose hundreds of pounds. And here's the other thing about fasting that I love, 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 besides the fact that I use it for spiritual purposes. Fasting activates autophagy, which is really a gangsta cleanup of dead cells. So you're basically getting your body in repair mode, meaning not only am I going to be burning my fat stores, but if something was wrong with me, I'm going to get healed. It's really just getting out of the way of the body and allowing it to heal itself. And it's just like, we got to do this more often. We got to do this more often. All right. All right. So that's number 3, intermittent fasting. Super powerful. Used it for tons of clients. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, number 4 also raises human growth hormone. There was a study that showed on men that showed that it boosts human growth hormone 450 to 700%. High intensity interval training. That is number 4. Okay. And in that particular study, it was sprinting. So running at full speed, 20, 30 seconds, stopping and resting for 90 seconds, running at full speed, et cetera, et cetera. I do this with my clients all the time. I'm like, in your mind's eye, think about what a sprinter looks like. Think about what a marathon runner looks like. Which one would you prefer to look like? Now, the sprinters, because they're activating human growth hormone at such an exponential rate, they're going to look younger. They have more muscle mass because, again, it helps preserve the muscle mass. Um, and while long distance running and just kind of like going to the gym. You know, you see those people at the gym, they're just doing that one willy-nilly pace. That one boring willy-nilly pace the whole time. But when you're doing long distance, it's a lot of oxidative stress. It's a lot of stress for the body to take, and also can sort of increase inflammation. I mean, especially if you get injured, whatever. But this is not anti-aging. The oxidative stress with the long distance training, that actually accelerates your aging. Whereas the short bursts of stress in the high intensity interval training actually reverses or slows the aging process. Okay. So, high intensity interval training is something that is super easy to do. Again, in my class, we focus on finding the right exercises for your body, but a lot of times, especially with women, I gotta school them on what are you doing at the gym? Are you going there and doing that one willy-nilly pace? Because that's not helping you. Okay. And we kind of talk about how we can maximize their particular routine. I mean, there are a whole host of other exercises that are really great for specific body types. So again, this may not be necessarily for everyone, but this is something that legit raises your human growth hormone and legit reverses the aging process. Okay. And it's very simple. You can do it sprinting, where you get on a treadmill and you're running at full speed for 30 seconds, you stop, you do 90 seconds of rest, running at full speed for 30 seconds. And when you exercise like this, the best part is that you really don't have to be in the gym all daggone day. You can get in, you can get out, and I usually like to mix it up with some weight training. So it's like get the intervals in, get the more weight training, and be on my merry way. Okay, so you don't need to be there for an hour on a treadmill. If you have bad knees or if you have any injuries, you can actually do high intensity intervals on rowers, on bikes, pretty much any machine that you might use, you can do it. And you can also do it outdoors using sprinting or a bike or whatever you like to use. Um, yeah, so I guess the biggest takeaway for that, at least just so you get your mind, is human growth hormone. Human growth hormone is your friend when you are trying to reverse aging, and both intermittent fasting and high intensity interval training supercharge human growth hormone. The other thing that I forgot to mention is that not only does high intensity interval training get at that burning fat zone the same way as intermittent fasting, the human growth hormone is elevated for another 24 to 36 hours after you work out. I don't know if there's any Orange Theory heads up in here, but was doing Orange Theory for the past couple months, and there was talk about like how you're gonna keep burning calories post workout. Well, that's why. So you get the benefit of getting a great workout in that's burning fat, but then you also get maximized benefits while you're doing nothing later in the day. Kind of cool, huh? Kind of cool. All right, so let me see. Is there anything else I want to say about that? I feel like those are the main tips for right now that I want to talk about. And there is going to be one more video. I'm going to do a little extras. But I really hope that this gave you something that you can implement, because I really feel like even if you did the combination of all four, but if you got your supplements right, you did some coffee enemas, assuming your colon is healthy, you got in some high intensity interval training or changed out your workout a little bit, and you maybe did some intermittent fasting, those things in combination in 30 days will rock your world. You be sending me before and after pictures, telling all your friends. Okay. Um, all right. So the, the class, Staying Ageless, 30 plus, which is coming, I promise, guys. So the way that it's gonna work is 8 week long class, but there's gonna be 4 weeks with actually 5 weeks, 5 weeks with live sessions. The first 4 sessions are one after the other, each Saturday, 1.5 hour session with yours truly, where I take you through an exercise. I do my teaching, I take you through an exercise, you ask questions, we do homework, and you have access to the portal, the workbook, and tons of information, just like I just gave you about the human growth hormone or about there's so much other stuff to talk about. That is just going to open your mind to how do I make my lifestyle more effective. Okay, so we go through the first 4 weeks live. And then what we do is for the next 3 weeks, it's weekly check ins via phone. So we do conference calls and people can ask questions and check in. But we're implementing rituals that we have chosen. So in the first 4 weeks, we're going to get really clear on assessing your body, creating your ageless vision, figuring out what rituals you need in diet, detox, and elimination, and also in lifestyle. Once we've figured out those rituals, we're going to pick the top ones that are going to give you maximum benefit, and you're going to go away for the next 3 to 4 weeks and you're going to implement them with a method that I give you. And we're going to do weekly check ins. And then after we've implemented it for a month, we come back for the final live session afterwards. And so the whole point is to basically take you from lack of clarity, not knowing how your body works, not feeling low energy or feeling just feeling like there's too much information out here and I don't know how to get straight to the ageless thing, to Asia's superstar, implementing rituals that are specified and work for your body in 60 days, honey. That's the guarantee. 60 days. We gonna do it. So that's the plan. In the next video, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more on what can happen when you do implement these rituals. So stay tuned for that. Um, and please share this video. Email me if you have any questions. And check out. Let's get ready for video 3. Let me know if there's anything else that you want me to review or if you have questions that I can cover in the next video. All right, guys, thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching. Bye.